will be fighting Rosholt brothers, make it 2 wins in 2 weekends in a row. Never been done before. Third and final round. Jump balking right hand from Ott. Came nowhere near the mark.
Guys, third round.
Now this is where Ott powered up against Lashley last time out. But unlike Lashley, Rosholt is not out of gas. Oh, and he tags him on the nose with a solid left hand, and Ott's going to look like Owen Wilson after that one. Circles into the power hand. He's going to be careful of that, John Ott. There's a cut, it looks like, under his right eye now. Blood just spewing down the side of his face. Double leg, drives him against the cage and to the canvas. And Rosholt goes to town. Those vicious and delicious elbows.
Great position, hits him with an elbow on the way in, slides in a knee. Now he's got the arm triangle. Out got his elbow back down again. He's looking for submission. See, he's starting to go through. Mark Lehman from Cobra Kai is over in Rosholt's corner, and I'm sure he told him, because he used to be one of my coaches, that look, you got to start going for the submission here. So you see Jake trying to pick up the pace a little bit, I would think.
Frank, I'm trying to count. There may be 4 cuts on the face here of John Ott, including now the major one under his eye. High right round kick from Rosholt, and a high left round kick. Right hand on some rubber legs. He could be ripe for the picking now. Jumping knee. Jake Rosholt, house of fire here in the 3rd round. And John Ott in a whole world of bother now. He's taking more knocks than a front door. Throws into the canvas like yesterday's garbage. Here comes Rosholt. Wow, the aggressometer has gone through the roof.
The other thing, too, is that with those cuts, he started seeing a lot more spaces on his face that were leaking. He realized, hey, this kid is falling out. He's looking for a place to fall down. Let me hit him.
Look at the blood on the canvas, a pool of blood. Well, we flashed up the number of the Red Cross earlier on. Somebody better call them. Look at the blood there of John Ott. That's disgusting.
He's wide open.
The referee's going to get these cuts checked out. This one may be over because he is losing.
Stay right there in the neutral corner, right there, neutral corner.
Severely.
Oh,
my word, Frank. Oh, this one's over. Sure, it's down. His face is falling apart. It's like a Picasso.
His nose is split wide open.
Oh, this is over. Come on, there's no...
Yeah, no, do it.
Don't do it.
Basically,
it's going down his throat and everything. His eyes, you can't see, Doc.
Hold on. The doctor's asking if he's okay. He's like, yeah, I'm good. I want to continue. I'm good. I want to keep fighting.
Oh, my. That is hard. That is hard. How is this going on? Look at the cuts all over his face, on his ear. There's one on the top of his head.
Give me a towel. Stand back.
Oh, that is disgusting.
Give me a towel. Give me a towel real quick. Give me a towel.
I have a question from a rule. Of course, being a fighter, I should be up on all these rules, and I'm not. That if he stopped this fight in that position to get the doctor to look at him, shouldn't they go back to that same position? Okay, so should be down, should be out, back down on the ground, underneath Jake and smashing him.
Yeah, they're coming over this side of the cage, Frank. I'm just sliding my chair back because I don't want John Ott blood in my drink on my new shirt.
It's a very nice new shirt that you got today, too. I'm a little jealous.
That is just horrendous bloodage on the face of John Ott. And it's all over the legs.
Jeez.
And all over the mouth of Rosholt.
And blood is slippery, too, so it makes it really difficult to do anything.
I'll cover my drink here, Frank.
Pansy. Live on the edge.
Bro, I thought it was disgusting what you did to John Phillips in London last week, but this is worse.
I know. Thanks to Tim for wiping me off before I give you a hug afterwards.
Wow. You've got to give it up, though, to the heart of John Ott. I don't know if it's necessarily the smart move to keep fighting here, but my word, the intestinal fortitude of the man cannot be denied. Just a big gob of blood flies out of his mouth.
I mean, every time he throws a punch, it splatters off. Every time he gets hit, it splatters off.
Ott looking for a takedown. Single leg drives him against the cage here. Oh, look at the blood just pissing out of his forehead onto the canvas. Oh, no.
Poor Jens Culver. He's got to plan it next.
Oh, look at the blood now. Just everywhere. Over his forehead, over his nose, under his armpit. How did he get blood under his armpit? There is blood in places where blood is not supposed to be.
Well, it happens. You get cut as bad as he's cut. Jake's doing a great job of staying tight, keep position. he's giving Ott that break. You shouldn't let Ott have a break in here. You should keep throwing elbows down there, keep trying to beat this guy up. Yeah, just throw 5, 6, 7 elbows right here, little short elbows in a row. Not a big haymaker, just throw little short ones right here to get him moving.
I think Rosholt is actually showing him a bit of remorse, Frank. He could have sliced him up there.
Yeah, I think so too. Now he's on him back in the fight.
And yeah, I actually consider that good sportsmanship from Rosholt, because he could have seriously sliced him with 4 elbows on that occasion, and he chose not to. Oh, the knee! That's it!
No. He needed him when he was on the ground, so now we got a problem.
Oh,
now he goes to the real knee.
Oh, Ott's doing the chicken dance here.
He could lose this fight now because he need him on the way to under the ground.
Oh, wow. Okay. I wonder if frustration crept in on Jake Rosholt. I'm sure. Well, was it deliberate, Frank, or was it just in the heat of the moment?
No, it was heat of the moment. He thought he was going onto his feet and he kneed him in the face. I mean, that's just heat of the moment. It wasn't deliberate.
Oh, wow. John Ott is in a bad way here. The doctor's inside the cage. Let's take a listen here.
Doctors, if you can.
This is seriously has to be stopped now. This is not what the sport's about. John Ott is too gutsy for his own good.
If he can't continue, it is.
If he can't continue, they shouldn't allow it to continue, Frank. I'm sorry, I'll always speak my mind. They should not allow this to continue. It's not healthy for the sport.
No,
it's not healthy, first and foremost, for John Ott. Look at the man.
They should have stopped it earlier.
It should have been stopped earlier, you're right.
But now at this point, they've got no choice. They've got to really
continue, Doc.
You can't, you cannot.
I feel bad for Jake's.
And now the referee finally waves it off. I mean, this is just ridiculous.
But that's what I told you. That's what happens to guys like Ott. They frustrate the hell out of you, and all of a sudden you make a mistake that causes them to get back in the fight. That's the mistake I was talking about. He was trying to put him away. He couldn't put him away, and he makes a bad mistake, a bad decision. He's still on his knees. If he waited 1/10 of a second longer, it would have been a good knee. And instead now, we're going to wait an official decision. I think Jake's going to lose the fight. He's going to lose the strike.
John Ott just laid out here. His face looks like a crime scene. Let's look at the knee here.
Comes in, he's banging him, he's hitting him in the face, 3, 4, 5, hits him in it. He's still, you can see clearly one knee is still down. He thought he was popping back up. Jake by no means did he mean to, do it violently or, on purpose trying to knee a down opponent. He figured he was coming up to his feet, and that's what he was doing, and, he gets caught. It's unfortunate. And believe you me, guys, that knee didn't do as much damage. There was cuts on his face, and the beating was taken before that. That knee was just the cherry on top that kind of ended the fight.
So, some confusion here in the cage as Rosholt waits. A huge team now. James Krause, Cutman, doctors, officials, all surrounding John Ott. And the question that really does need to be raised, Frank, I'll say it again. Now, there's some lady in the crowd who's absolutely going off her nana at Jake Rosholt.
Yeah, well, she's crazy.
She needs to be controlled, first and foremost, and there she is. The question is, though, Frank, as I said earlier, I think it should have been stopped when we saw the huge pool of blood in the center of the cage when they first stopped to look at those cuts.
Yeah. I mean,
we're trying to promote the sport of mixed martial arts into the mainstream further. This is not what we need to see.
No, not at all. That nose is split wide open from before. And that's what they're looking at now. That's what they're spending most of the time looking at.
One cut under the eye. 2, 3, 4, 5 cuts.
1, 2, boom, comes in. Hits him underneath the chin, puts him down. It's definitely a legal blow. I mean, 100% it's an illegal blow. I think you can't argue that point. But he definitely, I don't think that Jake by any means meant to do it.
I just question. Look at that cut on the nose. I just question the doctor as well, Frank, how he allowed it to continue.
Yeah.
That first time.
But when it's over, I'm gonna go over and I'm gonna talk to him and ask him, like, how did you, what did you see that allowed you to let it continue the first
Really,
time?
I'd like to get that on camera. I'd like to actually speak to the doctor and see if we can get an answer, because I thought that was absolutely disgusting.
I mean, that cut on his nose was deep enough. I would think, in most cases, to stop it. I don't know why.
Not only that, Frank, but the amount of blood loss. I mean, when was the last time you saw a pool of blood like that? That was crazy.
Well, it's tough to go off of blood loss because blood loss looks a lot more on the canvas than it actually is. It looks like pints. It's not.
John Ott back to his feet. He is one gutsy individual, but questions need to be asked here. What a scene at Titan Fighting Championships number 18, Memorial Hall in Kansas City. It has been an exciting night full of great stoppages and now some controversy in the cage. Rosholt throwing his hands up, saying, well, I don't know what's going on, and neither do we. Both men are going back to centre cage. I'll throw it up now to Stephen St. John. Over to you, Stephen.
Ladies and gentlemen, this bout comes to an end at 4 minutes and 23 seconds of the third round. Your winner, due to disqualification by intentional foul, out of the red corner, John Ott.
They disqualified Rosholt. An intentional foul. He's frank.
Jake, you know, I've trained with you for years. I mean, that's not like you to purposely do something. I mean, obviously, what's going through your head when you threw that knee right there at the end?
Let me assure you, it's not on purpose. His hands came up. I thought his knee came up. I went for the knee. I'm sorry to him. Sorry to his fans. Sorry to HDNet, Titan. I'm not a bad guy. I'm just out here trying to win a fight.
You know, we were saying during the commentating that one of the things about Ott is so frustrating. You're trying to get in a position to put him away. You're trying to get him in a spot you can get him down and finish the fight off. And he always seems to come back and finds a way to survive. And then it makes you make a stupid mistake that allows him back in the fight. Is he a guy that you'd like to try to get a rematch once he heals up and try to go after it again?
I'll damn sure fight him again. I'm not saying anything bad about him. He fights hard. I knew it. Congratulations to him.
All right, guys. Jake Rosholt. Sorry about the loss, Jake. Johnny Ott. Wow, you got your nose, there's like 5, 6, 7 cuts on your face. Somehow, even with the Lashley fight, you took a beating, you found a way to come back. You held out there. You almost had Lashley beat in the third round when you fought him. And here with Rosholt, you found a way to stay in it, and you find a way to beat Rosholt. You were back into it, still coming back into it. You were in the corner. I thought for sure the fight was going to be done, but you were still going. Even after the knee, you still wanted to get him and keep fighting. How do you keep it together like that after taking such bad, devastating cuts and hits and still coming back and fighting as hard as you do?
That's how I was born. You know, when I was a little kid, I had a football coach, and he told me over and over again, never give up, and he drove it in my head. And from then on, I'm just never going to give up. And
you know, John, would you like to try to fight Jake again once you get healed up?
Yeah, I'd love to.
All right, guys, hope we can see this fight happen again in better circumstances. Back to you, Mike.
So how about that? Look at the damage on the face of John Ott. The team from Grindhouse there, James Krause, Jason High with him. And I'm sure this result and what could have been an earlier stoppage by the doctor will be debated for a long time to come.